Welcome back to Easy Expert Challenges, a Monster Train series where I, JC Locke, approach the expert challenges from the perspective of maximizing our chance of victory through front-loaded optimization. As you may be able to tell from the shakiness of my voice, I probably have another hospital stay in my near future and wanted to get as much content recorded as I could before that happens. This challenge is one you might be surprised to see in this series. Hopefully one day you'll see them all, but I understand the surprise. The Expert Challenge, Pure Chance. How can you possibly optimize a scenario where agency doesn't exist in any meaningful way? The answer to that question involves exploiting the very premise of the challenge and turning a major disadvantage into a major advantage. The specific disadvantage I am talking about here is a new challenger, and on the surface it is a nightmare. Your champion is randomly selected from one not in your selected clans outside of Wormkin, mercifully, so if you're playing fairly, you could easily end up with Shardtail Queen and no imps, Melting Remnant without burnout extension or reform spells, Umbra with no morsels, or even worse, Tethys. Just Tethys. But, as always, we are not here to play fair, and this premise can be exploited by turning it on its head. Does a champion exist that gains very little from its faction support and leans extensively on its support faction? In such a scenario, if a champion existed, it could now lean on two different factions and ignore its own factional disadvantage. I argue that such a champion does in fact exist. Hi there. How you doing? It's me, Primordium. Just think about this scenario for a second if it's not obvious. No plinks in your deck. Access to the excellent buff spells in both Awoken and Wormkin simultaneously. If you're not into either of those, the possibility also exists for Melting Remnant. Two different banners filled with solid units, sweepers, buffers, and even egg shenanigans. And never being forced to see an Umbra banner on your run. For this scenario, I have selected Default Awoken, which may come as a surprise, but I'll explain, and Exile Wormkin. In the context of Volatile Gauge, I am not impressed with Root Seeds as much as Primordium does like the buff, but Awoken does have units looking for Rejuvenate triggers, and the possibility exists through Superfood to create an Undying Regen monster. I selected Exile Wormkin because I would rather ping one of my own units to charge Echoes than give it Reap. In this case, the optimization reroll path is actually a bit simple. We want at least one scaling spell in our deck, preferably two. We want Primordium as our champion, and finally, just really any relic that will provide some function in the run. Optimally, that relic would be Split Anvil, so we can take advantage of the quirkiness of Volatile Gauge, but at some point, theoretical optimization must give way to practical needs. Outside this, there is no strategy. Luck will still be required, because that is simply the nature of the challenge. However, by turning the scenario's disadvantageous premise into an advantage, we greatly increase the value of what little options are given to us in the run, namely our choices in card and unit drafts, whichever shops we're forced into, and artifacts we come across. This gives us our best chance of success to seize the reins, and otherwise, what is a run? It's completely out of our control. As a disclaimer, I will say that I was able to defeat the challenge on my first try with this setup. However, given the name of the challenge, Pure Chance, success is never guaranteed. Now, let's load up that Nintendo Switch and see what Primordium can do when not shackled down to the Umbra faction. I'm very happy with our starting spells here, with both a Power Infusion and a Health Infusion that will offset the Power Infusion. This is wonderful. This is Damage Shield Daedalus. It's fairly champion agnostic. There's not much in the way of strategy here except to understand that unless you have piercing spells, you're going to get hit with 10 damage to the front every turn, so don't play Primordium in front. Very standard Archus, just play smart, don't be dumb, and we should be able to win. Seraph the Chaste, it's not Sap Seraph, which makes me happy. Nonetheless, if we do go superfood here, then we will need to be mindful of Seraph wiping us out for half every turn. Not a big deal. I am not inclined to take Aggressive Edible here because we have such good scaling in our spells. And if I go Aggressive Edible, then I basically commit to him the entire run. Whereas Stalwart Snack does allow me, if the cards that I'm going to acquire over the course of the run warrant it, make a pivot over to Superfood in the middle of the run. So, and even if I were to go Stalwart Snack all the way, with the deck that we already have, I'm good with that, actually. Choice here is Base Charge, because Infused Malage is garbage tier, and Base Charge allows us the chance to play our, where'd she go? Our Echo Infusion on turn 1. Quick note, I am going to kind of make a gender assumption here on the part of Primordium. I call her she. That's just what's in my head. I apologize to anyone else who sees it differently, and I'm not going to argue over it with you. Let's take a very brief look at the map, because on this challenge we don't actually get to choose our own paths. We have a temple on 2, and then our next temple, well, crap. Okay, no, it's on... Wait a minute, before I do that. Yes, yet another Hellvent on ring 3 for me. I don't know how that keeps happening to me. So yes, good news is that we have plenty of time to commit to our single monogamous carry unit. Bad news is we don't actually get to make that commitment until we're practically knocking on Archus's door. So that is something that we are going to have to be considerate of, and we definitely do want an infusion at some point because we are going to commit to a single carry unit and play 1 floor. This is another good reason for committing to a single carry on this particular challenge, because we are never guaranteed to see a Hellvent. So if we're relying upon having a duplicated unit on our win plan, then we're basically just throwing dice into the wind there. Alright, so the question then becomes, do I take this horde here? It's risky, especially with Primordium, but there's 2 factors I'm considering. One, there is any number of artifacts I can think of that well, let's pare down to about, there's about 8 artifacts I can think of that would make this run a lot better. Split Anvil definitely being the gold standard. And taking on this risk right now is okay, because we're going to be a jerk in this in this run, given that this is we're here specifically to defeat an expert challenge that, let's be frank, we're probably never going to play again, and we're not concerned about a win streak. So if this just goes sour completely and 100%, then we are just going to restart the entire thing. So we click the horde here, and Guild Marker is definitely one of the ones that will do so, because we have somewhat little control over the gold we can pick up in this run. So absolutely Guild Marker. All right, let's get going. Super risky, but we have Echo Breaks. I'm inclined to take it on. Let's just play very, very smart. I definitely want to see a unit draft in the unlikely scenario that we can actually fuse that unit ring 2 and not have to wait. That would bring us to 40 shards and would be a little scary, but we have the puzzle already in hand at that point. All right. Looks like Volatile Gauge has been very kind to us this particular run. Well, that's just cheeky in the case of this scenario. I may actually pass on a turn of scaling, given that we're getting 5 full turns of it. And we're going to kill off this 9-5, so we're not going to have to deal with that. I'm going to go ahead and do it, though, because we may not see another cheap Razor Sharp Edge. Volatile Gauge is still a thing. Hey, we're going to get some money. And Volatile Gauge smiles upon us once again. Echo Infusion. This is going to be just fine. This is going to be great. Let's just play this up here, charge some echoes. We have options. I love options. First is obvious, Echo Infusion, because we took on this challenge. Then we can either get rid of that 13-2. Wait, no, we can either get rid of the 13-2, or we can draw 3 cards next turn and charge some echoes. With 2 dead weights coming up, I want to go ahead and take the draw option. Wait a minute. Let's nope, that's not my remaining deck. We've seen a lot of echo breaks. And we can potentially either see 1 more, 2 more, or 0 more. Worst case scenario, oh no, Razor Sharp Edge will take out the 9, but it won't take out the 13 by 2. But yes, I still think the play here is to go ahead and draw the cards. A little restore on the boy here. Okay. I'm going to say right now, I have never seen Volatile Gauge be so kind. These results are not typical and should not be expected. Now, we have ourselves a problem, because our carry unit here is going to die. We have to do something about that. Razor Sharp Edge can take out the 9-1, but it won't build echoes. The bigger threat, I feel, is that 13-2. That's fairly obvious. So what we have to do here, we have to restore. Make sure I've done my math right. Can we build enough echoes to take him out? We cannot, but here's the plan. 1, 2. Yes, here's the plan. One Echo Break will bring him down to 2, and then Razor Sharp Edge will kill him. And then for our last, I think we just hit a restore and get some more health on him. I think that's the play. So, let us begin. Echo Break. Razor Sharp Edge. Our boy lives. Let's charge some more echoes, get him some more health. And soldier on. That 9-1 lived. I suppose so. Huh. Well, we took some damage, but that's fine. And look at this handsome pile of crap. A little regen's good for the health. We have the X. And a very expensive weight of contrition. Such is the nature of volatile gauge, I fear. A purple focused growth makes me very happy. We should definitely pick it up. I'm happy with the Echo Infusion I have. If it was purple, I'd maybe take it. Normally, I don't like picking up Bounding Echoes as a rule, but this may be a case for it. Yeah, I think so. It consumes and goes away. Absolute worst case scenario. I like Purple Shattered Shell here because if you've seen any any of my videos before, you know Shattered Shell is one of my favorite units. It's got a half-decent infusion in case we move into a better unit. Now, on this kind of run, for a sweeper, you want specific things from a shop, which we may never see. Being quick and optimally multi-strike, perhaps even Fat Stone. So Shattered Shell, I think, is the pickup here. It's a good speculative piece. Looks like they're forcing us right. So let's see the Awoken unit. Okay, I'm going to make a commitment early. I'm going to take this Animus of Speed and I'm going to infuse it into my Shattered Shell. Let's have a peek in the Merchant Magic real quick. Double stack. We're not really on the superfood plan at the moment, so that doesn't really excite me. I'm not really keen on taking on shards I don't have to at the moment, since I'm going to go up to 40 on Ring 2. But this gives us quick on our sweeper, and we can now breathe easy on its survivability. Scale it through Primordium. And worry about maybe getting a multi-strike or a Fat Stone from any Merchant of Steel we actually get to access. Okay. 20 and consume on an Echo Break sounds ace. And -1s mean somewhat less in the context of volatile gauge, but it can turn, but it does matter, and it can turn 1s into 0s. The only way to get a 0 with volatile gauge. So I think it's not wise to put a -1 into focused growth, but I will happily do so into a razor sharp edge. And we don't re-roll because we couldn't afford anything anyway. And now, let's go into the Ring 2 battle with 40 shards and see what happens. I knew it, I just knew it. I knew I would see spikes the moment I took a sweeper. 75 gold for certain death. No, thank you. That threat level up there is real, kids. Fortune smiles somewhat less today from the volatile gauge, but to be perfectly frank, we were kind of on borrowed time with that RNG. Nothing left to do after we play our units but charge some echoes. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We cannot take out the conduit here. Of course the conduit's the one's going to get sharded up for me. We cannot play our Echo Infusion. So options here. We're going to Echo Break this floor. The question is, do we take out the 5-1? Since we have had little health scaling at this point. Or do we take out the Collector for money? At this point, my concern is how do we not just lose right here? So, yeah, we are going to take him out. We are going to draw a full 10 cards next turn and pray. Okay. Echo Infusion. Absolutely non-negotiable. We are going to take some pyre damage for our Shard Hubris, it appears. There's our zero-cost Razor Sharp Edge that we paid for. I'm not going to play it on Primordium, but in order to get rid of that conduit and not send him and Spikes up to the pyre, I am going to Razor Sharp Edge. Let me make sure I don't kill him before he eats Primordium. 3 damage from Spikes. 3 damage from Spikes, 5 damage to the face. So 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we will live. Barely. But how does round 2 look? Round 2 looks very good to us, actually. Yeah, so what we do is we play the free Razor Sharp here. We come down here with the 1 Ember we have. We take out the Spike Conduit, and we should be fine for next round. Then we have a round to recover, and then finally the boss shows up. Okay. We got very disrespectful, nearly paid a very severe price for it, but we are very much on the mend. I think we're a bit late for Bounding Echoes here, so I'm going to ignore you. I am going to draw the full 10 next turn. You got 2 turns left on you, and I definitely want more health for Shattered Shell over that time. So we'll put the Razor Sharp Edge in our front boy. It galls me, but that's the price we pay for our shard stunt here on Ring 2. Gonna take a little bit of fire damage, but that was not really something we could do anything about. I'm going to take the opportunity to heal up to full here and draw 10 cards again next turn. There's no point in Echo infusing Primordium, so let's give it to Shattered and see what our final turn brings. Can we get the X? We do. We do. But just to feel better, let's get rid of that Conduit. Okay, well, that was a bit rough. Purple Restoration Detonations, certainly a thing. But because Volatile Gauge is a thing in this run, the lower the Ember cost, the less value the card, strangely. I'm not loving anything here. I see an Echo Transfer. It's not purple, but it's Echo Transfer on Stalwart Snack. And it looks like we are forced to swing right here. This is tempting me. Once again, there are artifacts that blow this run wide open, and our ability to take on shards over time is all but guaranteed because we have temples from 5 all the way down. I really, really want to do this, but it scares me. 55 shards into Archus. This is my last horde. So temples and money. We're not making any other infusions. Where is my shard value from my temples? Spell Chain is a little bit frightening on Volatile Gauge. I would love an Intrinsic on one of these Echo infusions. But once again, I may not be able to play it if Volatile Gauge assigns a cost of 3 to Shattered Shell. Quick Shell. Some magic power on focus growth would definitely be nice. If this were double exploding Daedalus. Did I say Archus? I meant Daedalus. If this were double exploding Daedalus, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But let's get all the information we can before making this decision. First and foremost, sell whatever this is. What am I duplicating here? We'll duplicate the 0 cost Razor Sharp Edge, I think. Remember how I said I see more doggo than I do build a card? Well, this time around, good old boy, you are most welcome on this run. I have no guarantees anywhere of rebuilding Pyre health, and I may need it since I've gone so aggressive. That also gives me a tiny bit of wiggle room into taking these shards. And I'm going to do it. What do we get? I'm looking at precious plating almost immediately here. What are my consume card? Bounding Echoes and what? And a singular Echo Break, none of which I particularly want to see 3 of. That's why I chose them. They consumed. So yeah, let's get plus 40 on the pyre right now. Give us shield against Daedalus and give good old boy a room to work. $55 shards into Daedalus. Let's do it. Oh, look at you starting off right on top there. In order for me to play on top, I have to put the Echo Infusion into Shattered Shell. That irks me. Were it not for the damage shield. Actually, hold on. I have a plan. It's a good plan. It's a real good plan. Okay. No, it's not, because I do not have what I need to knock off 1, 2, 3. No. I thought maybe I could knock off my damage shield and then kill it off with quick before it exploded, but that is not an option, unfortunately. So, choices. I have 4 space, so I can play mid. Get a full turn to set up, which will give me a little bit of pyre damage, but I got doggo. Or I play top and pump both the Echo Infusion and the Razor Sharp into that quick shell. Option 3, I play bottom. I let the 245 go. What's the benefit to me playing on bottom? I wish I had more game knowledge as to waves, but I don't. So I do the safe thing, since I have been so unsafe all run. But this right here, this is one of the best things that could have happened to me in this run, and I wanted to jump on it immediately. So let's set up mid. Stick to the plan of abusing our out of clan champion. Not wonderful, but certainly not bad. The 5/1 is not going to touch us. We definitely start off with an Echo Transfer. And we got options here. Much as I'd like to send a train steward to their death, I really can't. We can either draw the full 10 next turn, or we can kill him off this round. So the question is, if I were to draw the full 10, yes, I am guaranteed to draw into an Echo Break. So, well, hold on, there's 12, not 10 here. Do I have 3 Echo Breaks? I do. Okay, yeah, so I'm guaranteed to draw into an Echo Break. I'll kill him on the top floor. So yeah, we definitely draw our full 10 next turn. And this is now looking pretty good. Kill you off. Knock off your damage shield. Free Razor Sharp. Play here simply Echo Infusion Razor Sharp? I think so. So yeah, we've taken on 55 shards, but we've played smart, and look how powerful we are right now. We have a with 2 rounds remaining on Daeadalus, we have a... Oh my god, are these actual damage shields? These are actual damage shields. I thought they were spell shields. I need to start working on Daedalus immediately. Here I go saying I was playing smart, but we are powerful. There's no doubts there. No denying it. We have 100 damage quick sweeper already. What do I have going on down below? I have a lot of free killing going on down below. So... Oh, your damage shield's already off because Primordium smacked you too, didn't he? She. Wow. There I go, misgendering my own envisioning of her own gender. She's being eaten this turn. How much health do you have? Oh, that's just funny. I don't know how hard you hit. Probably really hard. So, let's... I don't have the echoes for echo transfer. Think back to my little lecture on consistency and adding conditions to playing cards. I'm going to heal to full, draw the full 10. Put down an Echo Infusion because I need to prioritize relentless survival at this point. Doggo's back to help us out. You hit for 11. At this point, I can survive 7 turns against you. I win. Okay. No point in harassing down below. And I'll be at full, so there's really no cards that make a whole lot of sense to play down here. So at this point, I'm just going to pump my consumed Echo Break into Daedalus. Oh, I should be building echoes. Good work, doggo. On my health, my pyre is almost back to half health here, and I've messed around long enough. Let's end it. Well then. Perfect insanity. Extract 6 plus volatile gauge. Well, extract 5 because it's purple. Plus volatile gauge. I have a hard time seeing the value, honestly. Volatile gauge gives this a little bit more value than it would otherwise have. It consumes. It is purple. As we've seen so far, though, I'm never going to need a 5th one of these on the regular, so I think we skip here. Can't use any of you guys anymore. And here's the point where we take Ember, because we already have the full 7 draw from Volatile Gauge, and we have no need of space, so it's going to be double Ember this run. Alright, which way are we being forced? Alright, I like money. I like Pyre Health, less now that I have my doggo, but what are you going to do? Merchant of Steel. Endless is interesting, but I don't think is the play here. How many 50-50 chances of steel do I have coming up? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 steals. So now is not the time, I think, to commit to a plus 25. We re-roll, see what we get. And we kind of get the nuts here. Here's multi-strike. And to be perfectly frank, the health is the better part of Fat Stone. So let's just go ahead and upgrade that now that we have it. Yeah. Yeah. And then we need to take our purges where we can get them. We'll do 2 here. And then we're going to go up to 65 shards so that we can guarantee to have some more money to spend. Because we're just crazy that way, apparently. But I honestly do think that we are powerful enough to justify it. We are doing really well. I'm not going to have a superfood pivot, but to be perfectly frank, my cards don't justify it. The only transferable aspect that I have is regen, and regen plus quick unit, not the hottest thing in the market. So I think we're probably gonna go all in on the snack. And with that, let's roll. Oh, hello, Porcupine again on my. And 4 added. For added FU in my fun salad. Hasty boys. There is no scenario by which I don't know. I just got my pyre healed up. Yeah, there's no scenario under which, had I not taken those shards, maybe, but, and this would have given me more value, which is a shame, but we didn't know that going up front, and especially in a run like this, we maximize the variables we know and can control, and we did exactly that. I will not apologize for it. Here's the good news. Well, hold on. Okay. Double check, make sure how much a carry unit costs before you start spending Ember with Volatile Gauge. Is that our free Root Sharp Edge that got hit with a 3? Well, that's Volatile Gauge for you. All right, yeah. So we're gonna give ourselves 2 turns to set up. Quick Shell and Primordium. I'm told they both go burr. Between the two here, I'm going to kill off that 1510 with quick and not going to take any damage here. So between the two here, I like Echo Transfer better. And I'm tempted to rebuild by pinging here, but I actually do want to spend my last Echo with Echo Infusion. Yeah, we're gonna look good in this fight. Yeah, I'm glad at this point I didn't give him 6 damage. At this point, as much as I love Invigorating Solution, let's apply the Razor Sharp. Yeah, I do love the Invigorating Solution, but we're gonna draw cards. We're gonna draw up to 10 here, draw the rest of our deck, and charge some Echoes. Then I can either charge more Echoes or send a Train Steward to its death. I think the value is charging Echoes. Alright, we should be able to take out this entire floor here. Well, I stand corrected. Alright, what can we do to save ourselves higher damage here? Certainly not Echo Infusion. Conduit is only giving haste, and I am not concerned at all. What do you do? Well, look at you. You are like a medic Wilt Wings, aren't you? Yeah, screw you. I have 4 to spend. First things first, we're going to pump that consumable Echo Break into there. I think that will give me 2 more to spend. Charging some Echoes, and Razor Sharp Edging, I guess. You live by 39, so that's 10 on my shard, on my pyre. If I hit you with this, you go down another 23. So it's like 164. Yeah, that's sufficient value, I believe. Yeah, let's do it. It also gets the consumable Echo Break out of my deck, so let's do that. Razor Sharp into Primordium. Charge some Echoes. I don't want to kill anybody, so I'll just put a little bit more damage into you. Alright. Get them kills, Quick Shell. Hello there, Spell Shield, Hasty Boy. I don't think I care. Probably not. But after that Wilt Wing hit me, oh jeez. Okay. I definitely want to build health for what is going to be a bit of a rough Relentless coming up. The question is that Echo Infusion at 3 or Focused Growth at 2? Because I can't play both. I think it's Echo Infusion now because that'll give better return over time. Charge some Echoes. Good work, boy. 2 Razor Sharps after I just got done playing. 3 Razor Sharps. Oh yeah, I have 3 Razor Sharps, don't I? First things first, I absolutely, unequivocally want another Echo Infusion. Especially, I'm going to play at least one because it's free. Do I need to rebuild? No, I have enough echoes to extract as much as I need. So I'm gonna get a train steward out my deck, since I'm gonna be redrawing next turn. And I think I'm gonna dump one last razor sharp here. First things first, Hasty Conduit Boy up there did not get upgraded, so I kill him. If I have actually any means to kill him, I do. It's a waste, but it's worth it. It is one more round with a snack. Echo transfer. Spikes 3. How long? Let's see. I might kill you first turn, in which case there was never anything to worry about. But better to play safe than sorry. Echo Infusion. Razor Sharp. And Razor Sharp. We have no echoes for the final draw, but I'm okay with that. I think I see an X immediately anyway, so it is all good. Awake, super good in the context of volatile seeds. But here's the thing, I already have a good healing spell. I have 26 cards in my deck. I think if it was purple, it'd be a snap. But Wilt Wings exist. If I pivot Superfood in the end, it gives me a regen, a good regen option. I think I take Awake here. In the context of Volatile Gauge, it is just too good. Broken Memories, a lot less good in the context of Volatile Gauge, and I'm not in love with my consume spells. We skip here. And we are forced left. Irony. Well, we didn't want quick anyway, did we? But we have purge opportunities, and that ain't bad. But speaking of purge opportunities, let's take the free ones now. There's actually a couple spells I want out of my deck. Bounding Echoes I have not played once, and in the context of Volatile Gauge, I probably should not have picked it up. So it is out. I thought there was one more. That I was going to specifically target for removal, but I guess not, so it's a Train Steward. Artifact, oh, both of these are amazing. With Volatile Gauge, drawing 7 cards on turn 1, this is incredible. Emblem of the Exiles, with a single carry unit, also very, very good. Oh, this is hard. But with Primordium, I really, really like strong starts. So let's take the firebox here. That's the thing about RNG. Sometimes it drags you into a back alley and bludgeons you to death, and sometimes it picks up the check. So that's the game. 30 magic power. I said if I saw 30 magic power, I wanted it in infused growth. And I do. I think it's a good pickup of shards here, though we still have plenty of time. Purges are at a premium, so that's always good. I'm not going to pick up both here, so I think Purge is more valuable to me right now. And right now, I like my Echo Breaks a lot more than I like my Restores. So we're going to Purge this fine gentleman here. Nothing personal. And I think I would like to buy a Purge here, but there is a non-zero chance I get to... I'm sorry, there is exactly a 50% chance I get to see a trinket shop next turn, and there's still a whole bunch of trinkets that really, really put in work for me. So I'm going to save my 95 gold here, not do a Purge, and I can spend that same 95 gold next ring on whichever shop I end up at. So I think we're done with everything we can do on this ring. Let's fight. Risky. Very risky. How much health is Self-Made Harpy going to have sharded up? The only thing I'm scared of is not killing Self-Made Harpy. But once again, Artifact's just too good, and I think we're in a very good position power-wise, especially with that firebox. So I'm going to take this trial. It's medium risk, high reward, so we're taking this trial. We have to play top because stealth. I don't get the cards that I really wanted to see here, but I'm not going to complain. Actually, I kind of did get the cards I wanted to see. I don't know why I'm complaining. Maybe I just like to complain. Maybe it's a character flaw that I need to strive to overcome. Alright, and just like that, we got 4 regen on him, so that is actually going to put in some work. I'm playing this Echo Break because I have the resources to do so. The question is, am I pumping 3 damage into here to charge an Echo? Yes, I'm going to have more than enough damage to kill everybody when they get up here, so yeah. We're going to do a self-ping here for Echoes. That's specifically why I chose Exile Wormkin in the first place, so we might as well follow through. I see money down there. I want money down there. I take money down here. Echo Infusion. Razor Sharp Edge. I'm sorry, whose spikes are those? They're your spikes. Nobody's giving them to you. I will have to deal with the spikes. Not like I do not have options. I would like to draw the full 10 next turn. I would like to not redraw you later. And then charge some echoes, rebuild my restore. Razor sharp edge. I love you, doggo. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being. Okay, at this point, the resource I most have to contend with is echoes. So this will take all 3 of my echoes. It is worth it. Rebuild echoes, extend my reach in, and that's my turn. Draw the full 10 next turn. Free Razor Sharp. Echo Infusion and Awake. Excuse me. Sorry, I tried, but there was no suppressing that one. I need one more echo. I need 2 more echoes. At this point, 895. Which is more important, health or what? Best case scenario, I'll kill off those. No, I kill off those 10-2s next turn. How long do I survive against Harpy? So 6 by 7 is 42. I have currently 154 health. I'm going to gain 35 minimum, twice more for 226, which means that I survive 5 rounds against him. 5 rounds times 460, he dead. Alright. So, it's not going to matter in the end. Nonetheless, let's err on the side of caution in case any of my math that I just did there was wrong. And prioritize survivability. You're almost there, doggo. Keep digging. Keep giving me that health. I erred on the side of caution, which will allow me to play this razor sharp edge if my math was right. Charge echoes, keep the regen going. Once again, in case my math was wrong. And everybody dead. Yes, this is going well. That was not the artifact I wanted to see. But you never know. It's worth 25 gold to me. Do I want to turn around and play the Spikes game? No, I do not. I do not need yet another healing spell, or drawing spell for that matter. And I'm already confident enough in my draw. I don't want to try and sneak him behind Primordium. So we skip here. I like nothing here in the context of Volatile Gauge. So we move on. Well, I needn't have worried about steel shops, apparently. That's a bummer. But at least I have one guaranteed steel shop at the end, so I think I'm still going to be very conservative with my money. With my money? Sorry, doggo. I finished it off for you. Let's call it teamwork. Another quick. Maybe that's something of a lesson in waiting to commit to your carry, but that lesson is lost on me. There was never a guarantee that I was ever going to see a steel shop in this run, so because quick is just that valuable on a sweeper, and I had the sweeper I wanted in hand, I went ahead and I made the call, and I do not regret it. Since I have time, let's get to purging. That last train steward, obvious. Never any guarantees for money, and all of my spells, while definitely of varying usefulness, are all doing something for me in my deck. Especially my restores now that I'm finding myself in need of purple. What I am finding, however, is I think 3 razor sharp edges is too much. Especially since I would rather draw into purple cards and Echo Transfer, and I already have the 2 reduced cost razor sharps. So I think this one is a valuable purge. And I think it's a valuable purge now, so this will probably be my last merchant purge. But I think this adds good value right now. Scaling spells you cannot play are not scaling spells. What's in the temple? Do I want to go 90 shards into Archus? With 2 temples coming up? No, I do not. At this point, the plus 30 is less valuable to me because I have a strong heal and because I do not need 2 strong heals. The value of focused growth is the card draw now. All right, let's slow down a little bit and not play stupid. All right, shard on bottom. I do not have to worry. Not my favorite opening hand at all. I'm going to self-pink once while the damage is still somewhat low to charge echoes. I'm going to play 1 free razor sharp here, 1 free razor sharp here. Draw the full 10 next turn. And put away your spell shield. Can't do anything about your stealth, but I can do something about that spell shield. Incant. Unfortunate. I am not 100% sure about the interaction with Incant and Volatile Gauge, but I assume it works just like the Magic Shop does, and yeah, can't do much there. So what I'm gonna do is first make sure that I can draw the full complement. Screw you. Yeah, the full complement of cards next turn. All of my spells are targeted. That is a very unfortunate turn. As always, that is the game. I prioritize Echo Infusions here no matter the cost. So I have 1 at 2, and that's it. So you are my priority. Echo Transfer. Restore for a little bit of healing and charge Echoes. I could be in a better position here. I'm gonna let a guy go. How do I kill you? Oh, I keep forgetting that Primordium still hits people. Cool, cool. Alright. Echo Infusion is my highest priority here. Free Razor Sharp. Oh, you incant. Regardless, you're going to do minimal damage to my Pyre no matter how hard you incant, so I am not going to sweat it. Because I have Doggo. I definitely want to play a Focused Crow. That is the Daze Shard, right? Nope, that is the Incant Shard. Glad I looked. I hate this guy so much. So long as you don't incant more than 2 more times, I should be fine. Right? Right. Okay. So, definitely want to draw the full 10 cards next turn. And charge some Echoes. And I'll just play. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? Oh yeah, Incant Shard. Yeah, I'll just play the 2-cost one since I can only play 1 more card anyway. Now, this should be the Daze Shard. Yeah, we're fine. I see Echo Infusion. I play Echo Infusion. I see Free Razor Sharp Edge. I play Free Razor Sharp Edge. And at this point, buddy, you can incant all you want. I'm skilled enough, I think. I want to draw 10 cards next turn. And do I want to scale or charge Echoes? I have 3 Echoes currently charged. Yeah, I want to scale harder. Yeah, there it is. I keep passing it by. Echo Infusion. Echo Transfer and rebuild shards. We should be coasting now. No further math should be required. $170 health. I'm feeling pretty good about Relentless now. 29, he hits me. Ooh, actually. Huh. Let's do some math real quick. He's got a lot of health at 75 shards. Covenant 25. So, after he eats the snack, he's going to have 215 health. Which means that he can survive against Archus for 7 rounds. After this last final snack. He will be generating, if I before I play any cards here, 406 X2 damage. Which is good for, oh god, I'm not going to do the full math, but it's over 5,000, so we're fine. So at this point, we err on the side of caution and card draw. We play the Echo Infusion out. Oh, we can't draw cards, so at this point, let's build up a little regen on him. Build up some Echoes. And I think I can afford the free Razor Sharp here. We're going to be fine in the end. I'm not pressed by it. And that is all she wrote in Archus's biography. Always love me some Unleash the Wildwood, especially a purple Unleash the Wildwood, but we have 2 healing spells at this point. I understand Spikes is a thing, but I don't see anything here that's of tremendous value to us, but I definitely see more Ember with Volatile Gauge running as a value to us. A Divine Artifact, eh? Sure thing, what do you have for me? Not especially helpful. Not especially helpful, and not especially helpful. So, money. I like money. Who doesn't like money? Never met a person who said they didn't like money that wouldn't take some if given. Hey, look at me, more money. So, here is the final call. Go all in on the snack, or pivot to superfood, and make an Undying Regen monster. The answer to that question is I believe we go all in on the snack. I don't think Regen is worthy enough to try and go up against Seraph the Chaste with. Rage, maybe, but no, not Regen. So we go all in on the buffet snack. What's in the temple? We need to start taking on shards now. I do not like Spell Chain in the context of Volatile Gauge, but I do need 25 shards. I have damage spells, so there's a 0% chance that I see something I can't take here. All my Echo Breaks benefit from piercing. And it doesn't hurt me because I don't have armor on my self thing, but I don't necessarily, yeah, I use them as self ping, so I don't necessarily want to upgrade their damage potential. So what we're going to do here is let's go ahead and give that health boost to focus growth we were talking about in the first place. Go up to 85 shards, and then whatever that 15 is should be sufficient in the end. Double check and make sure I'm not misremembering, because that's happened before. Yes, that is in fact a temple on the final ring. let's save the Hell Vent until I know what's in the caverns. Nope, not build a card. That'd have been too nice. Oh, hey, let's give Doggo some more work and see if we can go nuts with power. We cannot. Well, Doggo, you just earned me another quarter. Good boy. Okay. No. If I were getting wrecked on the pyre, there's any number of worlds I might actually consider this. But while the pyre is full, he's a dead weight. He is the most beautiful, most wonderful dead weight you will ever have in your deck, but a dead weight nonetheless. I'm at 22 cards. Guaranteed 7 every turn. Draw through everything in 2 turns. You know what's funny? You know what I think I actually really need? And would make it so that I actually can take either in the final temple and get hit 100. I need more purple draw power, so it's going to be focused growth here. Alright, let's get on with it. You do not frighten me. You gall me. And you frighten me if you get upgraded early. So I have 520 gold here. No, let's not take on the reward is definitely high. You know, if we high roll Merchant of Trinkets down here. But the risk I feel is too great when we already have 520 in the bank. So let's not take on risks we don't have to and are not super high rewarded for. All right, I do not dislike this opening hand. Could be better, could be worse. Alright, full of echoes, if nothing else, full of health, 2 self-pings, fully healed. Well, obvious card is obvious. Yeah, this is a fairly obvious hand. Echo transfer. And then consume my invigorating solution for card draw. How much damage am I going to take from Wilt Wings here? Okay, not too bad. You are going to fly by my pyre. I don't, with as many resources I drew in my hand, I don't think there's anything I can do about it. But Doggo is going to mitigate 5 of that. Alright. Let's see. At present, you are going to live with 54 health. And nothing I do is going to put you below a threshold. You're not going to hit me for 20. So I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to focus on card draw. I mean, that's a thing. Playing purples might get you reach below that level, but I don't see it. So close. But alas, maybe I should have Echo braked you for that last bit of damage, but you know what? I have Doggo. He's coming up very quickly. In fact, he's coming up next hand. Well, maybe not. If I play Echo Transfer here. But I actually don't think that's the play here. I think the play here is to build more Echoes, heal up those wretched Wiltwings, Razor Sharp here. Wiltwings for days. Heal up and draw again. I cannot play this Echo Infusion this turn. I cannot justify it, but I'm going to play this one and this Echo Transfer and heal and draw. Wait, I've already healed and drawed. When did I do that? I do not know. Still love you, Doggo. Haven't given you a name after all this time. If you're watching this in the community, and you know the community a lot better than I do, because I literally just started using Discord for the first time in my life after 4+ decades of being on the planet, please tell me if Doggo there has an actual official or semi-official name from the community. I would like to know. Okay. Not in love with this hand at all. So, I'm going to heal up. Pump some Razor Sharps into my Primordium. Build some Echoes and regen. Put a slug into the man fronting me. And curse the Wiltwings once again. You, sir, have 14, 10 health, 53 damage. How long do I survive against you? After those Wiltwings explode, I will take 10. I will survive roughly 7 rounds against you after he eats the snack. And I will do far more than your health in that time. So, I am not pressed by you. And I think keep the regen going. Ooh, and consume this this little purple slug into the belly here. Purple. Oh, I have no idea how the YouTube copyright algorithm works. Let's not do that. Okay, play here. Heal up. How do I not need to heal up? Oh well, regen. That Echo Infusion costs too much, and I have enough health already. Wow, all of my extract cards hit 3 this turn. That's Volatile Gauge for you. So far, Volatile Gauge has been far nicer to me than it's been nasty, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, I see the X, I press Y. Do I see it? I see it. Ensnare, even purple. Not really any kind of grass tickling my feet here. Rogan's Real Spike, even in the context of Volatile Gauge, is pretty good, but in the current engine I'm running, A, it's not purple, and B, I don't think it provides that great of value, honestly, because I'm already drawing 7. I have sufficient mana. I'm not trying to go infinite. And I right now like my deck size. So I'm going to skip Roken's Will Spike. May not be the right call, but it's the call for me. Echoes of the Past here, though, undeniably super good. Undeniably. I cannot not take that. Where are we going? Another Hell Event. At this point, and yet another Merchant of Steel. Yeah. Sometimes the 50-50 goes your way. Sometimes it goes the way statistics say it's supposed to go, and sometimes it just flippeth you the deuce. Before I do anything, let's peek in the Merchant of Trinket shop. I've been waiting for this all run. I needn't have waited, though. I'm going to go ahead and make the reroll now. I got decisions to make. Carving Karuska, I have been waiting for you my whole life. Snap. And that's probably worth it to me at 175. Especially since I'm going to get that benefit. Especially, wait a minute, hold on. What else am I spending my money on? Yes. Yes, over the course of 12 snacks, that's plus 60 to my front unit. Yes, I take that. Alright, how do I finish out my last 10 shards? Where's my value? Intrinsic, you say? There's any number of cards I would love to see intrinsic here. The answer is probably Echo Infusion. The answer is most certainly Echo Infusion. Okay, we were at 100 perfectly. As a matter of fact, I like that intrinsic Echo Infusion so much, I'm taking it twice. And now I'm going to spend a tiny bit of cash. I don't want 3 Echo Infusions in my deck, so we get rid of the 3rd. And we have our build. I am very happy with our build given the randomness of this run and the fact that I only got to see 1 magic shop the entire time. Let's go absolutely wreck Seraph, because there's nothing that Seraph, he or she, can do about it. This is a kind of a mighty self-ping here, but it's happening. Look at that little sexy beast. 43-26 over 12 turns if I had played nothing else. And the odds of that are 0. Oh, thank you for not having stealth. This may be a short run for you, Seraph. First things first, this has to happen after the stun I just pulled. And an Echo Break to the face. At this point, Echoes of the Past is more valuable to me than the Echo Transfer. So let's consider that 3. But it will not let me play Echo Infusion, which I still want to do. So I don't think Echoes of the Past has the play here after all. Everybody dying up here? No. So let's fix that. Let's prioritize... Wait a minute. No, what am I thinking? This is not more value than Echo Transfer. In the end... I do not have sufficient resources to play both Echo Transfer and Echo Infusion. I only have 2 Echoes. Wait a minute, I have Carving Karuska now. I don't have to care. Let's go mad with power. Let's do this. Echo Transfer. Echo Infusion. Razor Sharp Edge. Echoes of the Past. Yeah, we still don't kill you, but we're going to save a lot of pyre damage for our trouble. Carving Karuska. I completely forgot that pretty much all but won us our run. I mean, not that we didn't have the run in the bag before, but now the run is pretty brainless. Do you need healing? Yeah, so I'll take you over the Invigorating Solution. I'll take the Invigorating Solution later if doing so makes sense. Actually, at this point, I kind of just want to get rid of it. Regen. Echo Break to the face. Good work, boy. Or girl. Might be a girl. I think you're a boy. Even girl dogs are good boys, I think. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I haven't been a dog owner in over 20 years. Just, you know, full-time accountant, full-time student, full-time husband and father, currently full-time patient. I do not have enough room in my life to give the proper love and attention a doggo deserves. Alright, let's make some decisions here, because I'm sure the viewers do not enjoy me just flipping through my hand here. Alright. Obvious guards are obvious. Let's get them down first. You need healing now. In that case, I just want to continue fueling. No, I can't. So be it. Okay. Draw +2. Pump more damage into you. And let's let fly with the spiky vines. Everybody dead. Everybody dead on quick. Good job. Did I get Ember Drained? I got Ember Drained. Oh well, I do not scale for a single turn. I'm still hitting for 1,000 quick damage every shot. Unfortunately, I'm not going to flying kill Seraph, but that's never really been a high priority of mine. Oh yeah, Ember Drain is a thing. Just going through the motions now. Oh, his region went away long ago. I don't know why I'm trying to extend it, but, you know, echoes be echoes. And Seraph be Recoed. One of the reasons I wanted Intrinsic Echo and Fusion is because of the Divinity fight. I want to play top floor, and this gives me more than enough breathing room to do so. Oh, I should have done Awake instead. I wasn't thinking. That being said, my only scaling spell is Razor Sharp Edge this turn. Nah, that's just dumb. Everybody dead here? No. Okay. I mean, they are mostly dead. So my Pyre should be able to easily sustain everything, and Doggo can heal it up. So I'm not going to worry too awful much. I'm going to worry more about scaling Primordium at this point. Let's see how I maximize my scaling here. 3. Carving Karuska saves the day. I do not have means of generating any more echoes, so it's 18 or go home. Gonna take some damage, but I have plenty of healing coming up. Yeah, and I should only take about, I think, 22 Pyre damage if I've done my math right. Yeah. I had healing coming up. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, let's not break the order of operations here. Since I am not taking much in the way of damage, I'm going to go ahead and continue putting what healing I have into Primordium. I'm gonna play both my Echo Infusions, courtesy of Carving Karuska. And a little bit more healing into Primordium. And like that, everybody dead. I'm confident about our scaling. We got chains here coming up. Not in love with that, but I don't have to be, do I? There's nothing I can do about it. Nah, it's time to give Shattered Chills tank a little bit of a refill. I don't think we have enough to kill chains here. We do not, but we're close. We have a half-decent hand at making that work. Not the best. Certainly not the worst. I still want the Echo Infusion as always. Echo Infusion directly mitigates the damage from Last Divinity. And, you know, it's free because of Karuska. I can't generate enough purple to outscale well, right now, yeah, right now it's that or nothing. So I think the play here is Echoes of the Past. And we only take 14 from chains. I think that's a good benchmark for how we're scaling. Well, screw you too, Volatile Gauge. But them's the breaks. I'm not going to be able to generate enough echoes to play up my hand this turn. I'm actually going to... What if I let the Weight of Contrition and the Sinful Shard go? In that case... No, I lack sufficient Ember to make that many purple. So we err on the side of not letting this crap clog up our next couple draws. And we pass, let Doggo do his work. And we slap Divinity around some. Vengeful Shark for 3 here. I may just let wind back around. Alright. I have to generate at least 1 purple, so let's Echo Break you in the face. Echo Infusion. Razor Sharp. Get you healed up. And we'll just play this for 6. I consider that sufficient value. Not great, but sufficient at this particular stage. We're about to go Relentless in Divinity, and I honestly need as much damage as I can put out. By the way, for those doubters out there, behold the value of the snack. Of the all-in snack. Alright, we have good, cheap purple here, so let's go through it. You are good for a tank top off. You are good for some Echo Breaking to the face. Actually, yeah, we're about to go Relentless against him. There's no avoiding that. However, we should only take 2 hits from Divinity, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to take even less than that. Wow. Yeah, no, I did not realize I was just doing that much. So let's remove the Weights of Contrition, and let's just hit the X. Bring this complete random nonsense to a close, and I am going to lay down for a little bit and do some recovery. I thank you once again for joining me on this episode of Easy Expert Challenges. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, assuming I can make them in time. I said them because it's going to be a multi-parter. It's going to be something special, and I look forward to showing it to you.